Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about two roster moves that could affect the Dallas Cowboys second half of the season in a positive way or possibly a negative way. This is serious. Corduroy mode, bro. All right, new cap. I'm loving it. Perfect for this time of the year. We've got the Dallas Cowboys star here. The NFL logo, silver and blue. All right. Got the green under the hood here. Boom. All right. Cowboy time, bros. All right. So, Cowboys continue the bye week. We didn't make any big splashes in the trade market. We did get Jonathan Hankins. Obviously, we covered that already. Run defense spot on there with him in the lineup. All right. Let's make that clear. Now, as far as two roster moves that could affect the Cowboys here in the second half, as we make this push to the NFC East, has gotten a lot tougher. The gap is closing. Even the Washington Commanders are starting to pick up some wins here. They did incur a loss here versus Minnesota, so that knocked them back down to earth. But they're still in the hunt nevertheless. A very tight window here for the teams in the NFC East. So we're getting news here. First, we're going to talk about Tyron Smith, all right, and then we're going to talk about Odell Beckham. All right. First off, guys, Tyron Smith, they're bringing him along. They're talking about could he be available here for a playoff run, maybe at the end of the year, this sort of thing. For me, and I've tweeted this before, and I know my good partner Foots the King shares these thoughts, and that's about Tyron Smith. Do you insert him back into the lineup if he's healthy? You know what I mean? And then kick back Tyler Smith at left guard and have a rusty Tyron Smith at left tackle? The answer, guys, is no. All right. Oh, the five best guys on the field. You're going to hear this misnomer, this trope. Don't go for it, bros. Go with what you've heard this team all through the offseason and especially from your head coach, Mike McCarthy. Okay, continuity, bro. And you guys that have been following the channel know that I have been pounding the table for continuity. And the Cowboys, they've been doing it for the most part. They did kind of mess with Jason Peters in here with Connor McGovern. I think that experiment is done here. I really don't see much of an upgrade there at all. So Connor McGovern, they're still. I'd rather just roll with him the rest of the way. And just keep Peters as a swing kind of offensive lineman. And that is ultimately how I see Tyron Smith. Okay. Yeah, if he comes back, he's basically the same type of player as Jason Peters right now. All right. You're not getting the Tyron Smith from 6 years ago. And I think that's where fans, they kind of fall in love with this. Like, oh, Tyron Smith, even 80% of Tyron Smith is better than this and that. But Tyron Smith is not operating at 80%. When he comes back into the lineup, he's operating as a former shell of himself. He's graded out in the bottom half percentile going 5 games back. So if you're looking at the wild card game and then 4 games before that, graded not very well, and then you want to bring him into this lineup, it's just not a good idea. It is not a good idea at all. This would be poor management indeed. And the only way I see this happening is if Jerry Jones meddles in this into the lineup. I mean, he technically is a GM, so he could probably force the hand if you want to. It would be a bad move, man, because this is what happens. You got to have ramp up time for Tyron Smith. He's gonna be rusty. You can't just throw him in there. On top of that, number 2, Tyler Smith is going to go from being a stout player at left tackle, moving him at left guard. He's got to have a ramp up. Oh, you can put him in there and this and that. Instantly, he can pick it up. It's different. Playing tackle and guard is different. And, we got to remember he was a tackle at Tulsa. They dabbled in the guard position here, in training camp, only because they had Tyron Smith. And he carries a lot of weight with that name there, Tyron Smith. But, We all know, guys, that Tyler Smith is the left tackle presently and for the future. Tyron Smith is not going to be your left tackle next year. So for me, you know, put him out, put him out to pasture, and do what you did with Tony Romo. Maybe you let him have a final drive, with a meaningless game here at the end of the season, if there is a meaningless game at the end of the season. And maybe you do that, but other than that, keep it as it is. Keep this team, the continuity going, bro, and let Tyler Smith thrive. Okay, if you want to address guard in the offseason, plenty of options in the college ranks right now. I have a long list already of names that you can plug and play in there at the left guard position, and you're rocking and rolling. And that's not to even consider that maybe the Cowboys, want to bring back Connor McGovern. You know what I mean? So I personally would want to upgrade over him, but I think the draft is where they're going to go ultimately. So that's the number one roster move. Okay, keep it as it is. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Okay. The second roster move that could affect the Cowboys in a positive way, Odell Beckham. All right, the once hated rival, for the Giants. And he's played a couple places here. Most recently here with the Rams, got himself a Super Bowl ring there with the Rams. Still very high level play from him. He kind of reminds me of a T.O. right now. And news is coming out that the Cowboys do have interest and they want to pursue Odell Beckham. All right. Now, if they want to pursue Odell Beckham, there's going to be a price tag to that. And we know that these cheapos aren't necessarily the types that want to spend money. So what will this entail? Are we looking at a restructure here? Keep an eye on that here as we get through these next couple of days of the bye week. If you start hearing about some restructures, that means they're moving money around and getting ready for possibly bringing in Odell Beckham. I think it would be a smart move by the Cowboys. You got to give this receiving corps some juice, and you got to give Dak Prescott another weapon. All right. You know what I mean? It's we don't want to harp on the whole Cooper trade and this and sorts of thing, but they did. They misfired on that move there for whatever it was. If it was personal reasons by the front office, we'll never officially know. All right, but facts are facts. That you need more weaponry there, especially as we make this final push. I think this would be a move for the Cowboys that could really get you into that Final Four, divisional round, championship round, getting into the Super Bowl. This would be a big move by the Cowboys, an all-in type of move. So for me, I want it to happen. I loved when the Cowboys got T.O. here. I was one of the happiest fans on earth when we got him, and we saw the impact that he have. You know that it's going to come with some warts and this sorts of things, but you work your way around it, and you can have a prolific player here. So for me, the news coming out here that Odell Beckham could be pursued here by the Cowboys. They want him. I'm all in, bro. Let's do it. Guys, let me know what you guys think about both of these potential roster moves. What do you want to do with Tyron Smith? Keep him as a swing guy, or do you want to disrupt and mess up the continuity and put him at left tackle and Tyler Smith at left guard? Let me know what you guys want to do there. And also, let me know what you want to do here with Odell Beckham. Do you want him here with the Cowboys? All right. Is it a good move, or would you be down for it? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And always, continue to like, subscribe, and share, guys. And I'll catch you for the next one. Peace.